All right.
How do you propose we find these archers?
What do you think they'll do away? We want to control movement in and out of the ocean springs. Where do we put archers?
That path behind the inn.
No. Poor cover, no clear lines of sight. You want to cover the largest territory with the fewest archers.
A handful of men could shut down the road to the coast.
Yes.
It would be smart to control the main entrance into town.
People already avoid the main road. Archers there would be wasted.
I would want someone looking over the bridge into town.
So would I.
The road south runs along a high ridge. Perfect place to rain down arrows.
Tomoe would agree. There's hope for you. Let's go hunting.
What else did you teach Tomoe?
I held back nothing.
Including why you left Clan Nagao?
That's no secret. Time to retire. And the hot spring suited.
But you continued to teach.
Not at first.
What changed your mind?
The goal of life. Putting it down was by death. So I chose to live.
But do you regret giving up a warrior's life?
Mastery of the bow is mastery of oneself. That is the only victory worthy of a samurai. The rest is noise. We're getting close. Eyes open.
Innocent travelers, murdered.
Let's help their killers follow them across the Sansu River.
Ой, өнөөгч харлаа. Хаан, энэ үхчихээ. Асаг алуурсан ойр бай. Батгой. Барчлаа. Нөгөө самурай чинь номсомтой байна.
Ахи чаргүй. Өнөө ажлаа тэрнийг
Сум шогнох шиг болсон. Юм алгадаа. Мардаа наа.
тэнд вэ?
Хаан. Очиж барьж.
Тэки.
Бари, тиймээ. Ошоо, доошоо.
Доошоо. Алек буучи. Доошоо.
Tomoe wasn't here.
That was close one.
All those innocent dead. Tomoe has thrown everything away. Betrayed her people.
She is a traitor because the Mongols offer power, wealth, status. Things denied her by birth.
Tomoe knew she was born to a lower station than she deserved.
Now you're being too kind.
Kindness can be useful, even to a warrior.
Who told you that? Sun Tzu?
My uncle. And he didn't tell me. He showed me. Mercy creates a debt.
Your uncle showed mercy to people who pose no danger to him. A safe bet.
Ambush.
One more snake nest to find. Come.
How did Tomoe become your student?
She showed up at my dojo with her father's makeshift hunting bow and refused to leave.
You didn't turn her away.
I tried, but she sank arrow after arrow into my targets. I'd never seen talent like hers.
She must have had training.
Her form was wrong. would have been useless in a real fight. But she had no fear of missing a shot. She never hesitated.
A warrior's spirit.
No. Killers. I didn't see until it was too late.
So you're probably wondering, like, how do I know where to go? And what I actually use is the wind. So if I slide up on the controller, see? The wind is telling me to go in that direction. So I do.
Challenge me! Ta'alif! Turkin! Sensei Ishikawa!
You know the name Ishikawa?
I do. I have message.
Speak.
Sensei, all of Hiyoshi Springs will beg for mercy, like the victims of Hironori Naga.
Silence!
Hironori Nagao. Didn't he die fighting bandits?
It was decades ago.
He was reputed to be a great archer. Did he study with you?
No. Tomoe is spreading lies.
But there's a seed of truth.
She wants us to doubt each other. We are all that stands between Hiyoshi Springs and a bloodbath.
Then we stand together.
We'll plan the town's defense at my dojo. Meet me there and be ready to fight.
Can't give up. Yeah.
Face me! Хоолойч нь огтолноос самурай! Энэ үдэх боллоо. Яаж тусдээ?
No! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I died.
내게 못 있어.
Der Mund bei Starza.
야고. 나왔다. 둘은. 나왔다. 나왔다. Ready, 나왔다. 둘은. Don't stay. 나왔다. 나왔다. 둘은.
Good noble. Golden bird. Some say they know every secret on this island. I wonder where it's going.
My lord, the Mongols have taken the bridge leading into Hyoshi Springs.
Many people travel that bridge. They'll be vulnerable to attack. I'll go there, see what I can do.
Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. For the bird!
My lord, would that be the blade of Clan Sakai?
You know your swords.
That is one worth knowing. I've heard tales of its sharp edge and beauty, but I never dreamed I'd see it in person.
It has been some time since I trained on a bamboo stand.
I would be honored to see your blade in action.
Come on. Bop, 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 bop. There we go.
The Sakai steel is a truly fine blade, wielded by an even finer swordsman. But training with bamboo will only make you stronger.
I'll need strength for what lies ahead.
There are bamboo stands throughout the island. They will help sharpen your skills on the journey. Farewell, my lord.
Once, I wrote the history of Tsushima. Now, I write of the battle for its survival. Something cruel, something horrible threatens the people of our island. The ghosts of our fallen samurai have returned, called from another world to save us. When the Mongols landed on our shores, they unleashed a terrible host of Oni upon the land. These demons were a threat to our very souls, and the ghosts of Tsushima rose to fight it. Some say there is only one ghost, but in fact there are many. First, I will tell you of the samurai. They fought for their honor, family, and home. Samurai do not know fear and bravely meet any challenge. But defense is just as important as an attack. Some attacks cannot be blocked, so warriors learn how to dodge these blows. The ghosts carry many tools of war. Kunai interrupt their foe. The spear can be defeated with proper training. The ghosts strike the drums to call for the kami's aid. Samurai are capable of channeling the power of kami through their katana, draining their opponent's life. The most skilled samurai master the ultimate expression of explosive force.
Whoa.
Ghosts are not idle in their victories, but purposeful in the expression of their achievements.
Need help? Thanks. Follow me.
Samurai fight for honor, legacy, and their noble lords. The history books are filled with the heroic feats of these courageous warriors.
Huh?
Hunters are one with the bow. They slay Oni from across the battlefield with a single well-placed arrow. Some say the ghosts possess abilities far beyond our own. They are able to focus their senses and detect an enemy's presence from afar. When they control the high ground, hunters rain death on all their foes. Ghosts claim valuable resources from the dead. It is said the ghosts can scale sheer cliffs with inhuman speed. In these times of war, stories of the ghosts inspire villagers, warriors, and lords across Tsushima. Some have begun leaving gifts as tribute. A hunter delivers varying attacks with their arrows. Some arrows pierce the thickest armor, while others contain the spirit of the fire kami. Hunters create arrowheads made of lightning to stun their foes.
My arrows never miss.
Their aim, so multiple arrows fired at once still hit their mark. While hunters strike from a distance, assassins creep close to kill their victims without a sound. Assassins are shadows in the night. They abandoned the samurai code for the art of stealth and deception.
Wow. Yeah, so far it does seem awesome.
Assassins stalk unseen through the grass, hidden from their enemies until they strike. A skilled assassin can end lives like a whisper in the night. The ghosts often take to rooftops and avoid the gaze of watchful guards. They fly quietly from roof to roof, as if carried by light winds. They glide across ropes and rigging with effortless grace, all to line up the perfect kill. And as its death, assassins can vanish into the air, becoming invisible spirits, able to inflict the ultimate surprise attack.
There, we're in for a fight.
An assassin's greatest skill is to become an unstoppable force of death, moving like lightning between foes. Assassins are both respected and feared, creating one final ghost fills our stories with heroic deeds. The Ronin fought for the people and the spirits of Tsushima. These warriors heal their allies, and some say can even raise the dead.
What?
All ghosts work as a team to develop the ideal plan of attack.
Appreciate it. Help!
Let's go!
When a ghost falls in battle,
Thanks.
ghosts mark important
Your true
locations
ally.
for their allies to find. The ghosts can summon the spirits of Kami to aid them in battle.
Stronger together. Oh,
Ronin may be masterless, but they do not fight alone. In times of great need, Ronin heal worthy allies. Ghosts fight side by side against the evil that threatens our home. Awakened by Mongol hordes who ravage our sea and shore, Oni slaughter whole villages. Demons descend from the mountains, and haunted spirits rise from ancient graves. Tsushima needs these heroes now more than ever. Listen closely to their stories, and help me discover what is unwritten. Help me uncover the legends of Tsushima.
Man, they're all pretty awesome.
The deeds of the ghosts are many. Let me share one with you.
Whoa. Liani. Well, let's see what
Which
this is
of
about.
these legends interest you?
Well, guess what to do that.
One of of my favorites. This is a tale of blood and sadness, when vicious Mongols hunted every twin on Tsushima and captured their spirits. The island prayed for warriors to save the twins, and the ghosts answered the call. They tracked the captive twins to a Mongol roadblock.
Alright. This is my first time playing. Alright, let's show me the ropes, I guess. Alright. So there's two up there.
Into the shadows!
Try to get close.
The ghosts tracked the prisoner's trail through the camp, but the captive twins were nowhere to be found. Cart tracks, cut deep in the ground, provided the only sign of where they went. The ghosts followed the trail.
Oh my gosh, I feel like a badass. I thought you were gonna sneak up on him.
The Mongols' eyes burned with dark flame, a sign of their dreadful
Oh.
The ghosts found the carts, but not the twins. Only wheel tracks remained, leading deeper into the forest. The ghosts followed, determined to rescue the twins of Tsushima.
Ready?
The twins were being used to strengthen Mongol soldiers by a deep and terrible power. But what this power was, the ghosts did not know. For now, their Mongol cart traveled up the road, escorted by foes protecting mysterious cargo.
Let's see if we can get behind. Oh no, let's get the two in the back. If we, yeah, I got the one on the right. We'll get behind it. Just wait, just wait. Oh. Oh.
Feel my blade!
Alright. I'll get the guy on the right. There's a shrine up here.
If you're running low, stock up.
Alright. Do you want to get the guy on the left or the right? I got my arrow out. Let me know when to shoot.
With their enemies slain, the ghosts were free to search the cart. Inside, they made a grisly discovery. Human hearts, freshly harvested from the twins.
Whoa.
They struck out, following the cart's direction.
I was just looking for food.
Alright, let me get some health really quick. Alright.
By reaping the hearts of Tsushima's twins, the Oni were able to tether themselves to each other, sharing a life force that could not be broken so long as one of them remained alive. The ghosts arrived at a war camp to confront its gruesome leaders.
Okay. Should we go? Let's see if we can get our eyes on these. So I'm gonna go ahead and what's the best way to get in? I got the other. It looks like we just have a dog on the right and 2 patrols. And I missed. We got a dude up there.
They don't see us. Enemy nearby. They're enemies.
I got my ultimate ready. Alright, got my health back. Oh, you kind of wasted it. There's no one here. We just got an archer on the top. I'll be the eye in the sky. Careful with the dog. Got him. Okay, so where are we going? Looks like the wind is saying this way. Oh, we got a dude coming up. I can do my ultimate. Oh no. We'll just get one guy. You get the right.
The Oni fell, vanquished by the ghosts. They would no longer prey on the twins of Tsushima. But a greater threat still lurked in the shadows. Only a powerful Onibaba
Oh, I see it.
tethered such spirits. But that is another story for another time.
If you need to replenish,
I am coming. Pretty cool. Good job. Thanks for being a good partner.
The deeds of the ghosts are many. Let me share one with you.
Whoa. How cool is this?
What legend would you like to hear? Innocent people because he's evil. Some say he did it because of a penguin.
Don't mind me. I'm just robbing your place.
You must be weary from battle. Come, soak in the healing waters of these hot springs. Replenish your strength for the challenges to come.
I must be at my best for all of them.
Then follow me, my lord. Bathing in the hot springs restores your spirit, and if you make a habit of it, the waters will grant you a long and prosperous life.
He was dead.
Are the hot springs still hot at night? I've never thought about that.
Here, the waters are warm and calming.
Whoa.
I'll never forget the day he was killed.
This is like what I do.
I could have saved my father. If only I was older, stronger. If I wasn't so afraid.
Such an improvement. Surely you will triumph over our enemies.
I feel ready to take on the whole Mongol army. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. There are hot springs all over the island. Make use of them. Take time to heal and reflect. The practice will keep your body ready for battle, my lord.
What's up, guys? Over here again. Hello, huh?
After the Mongols attacked, I saw two people carrying a samurai.
Must have been family wanting to give him a proper burial.
I think it was him, the one who lived.
Could you tell who saved him?
I couldn't see their faces, but one of them was a woman.
If they did rescue him from the battlefield, we owe them our lives. Already started to get in his face.
Trade is difficult in these times, my lord. If you can bring more, it's yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, find a boyer. No, I'm not chatting with anyone. I was talking. So since it was what I was doing was an online game, and so I was playing with a random person. So that was pretty cool.
Shrines. I've even seen them burn some even our clans are perhaps I can better your bow.
I can make sure your bow is in the best possible condition.
Whatever you can do, I'd appreciate it.
The honor is mine. Just bring me the raw materials I need, and leave the rest to me. Death from afar.
I'm happy to offer my services. I'm sorry. I need more for that. Until we next meet.
Have you seen the birds, Lord Sakai?
What birds are you looking for?
The golden ones. Songs that remind you of more peaceful times.
Ah, they were my mother's favorite. She used to say they knew our island better than any other creature.
I believe it, my lord. If it weren't so dangerous, I'd follow one. See where the golden bird leads me.
Maybe I'll do just that. But you should wait until our home is safe once more.
I will, Lord Sakai. Thank you.
Our best archer never showed up for battle. I really had the right idea.
Sakai. We must deal with Tomoe's threat against Yoshi Springs before it's too late.
I don't understand a fixation on the town.
I was born there. Destroying it proves our worth to the Mongols. And humiliates me.
But the terrain works in our favor. 2 skilled archers can hold off hundreds.
Or we allow the Mongols to take it. Tomoe wins a victory and lets her guard down. Then we strike.
Sacrifice Hiyoshi Springs for Tomoe.
The sacrifice is worth it.
Tomoe would agree, Sensei.
Fine, Sakai. She will attack from the north. We should focus our efforts there.
Scout elevated positions, place arrows, and...
Listen! Did you hear that? 1 arrow, 1 death.
Явц туслая! Дожо!
Цовч надо!
I wondered when Tomoe's new friends would visit.
If the point was to kill us, she would have sent more men.
Or the point was not to kill, but to delay.
Hiyoshi Springs. The attack is starting.
This way. If I fall today, promise me you will keep hunting Tomoe.
I promise, Sensei.
She knows you're my student. Your death will destroy my legacy.
Your way of the bow will survive with me. Where will Tomoe strike?
In the back town, near the waterfalls. The most vulnerable point.
If we get there before the Mongols, we can prepare a defense. But it won't be easy.
It never is.
You two, come here.
What is it, my lord?
Mongols are heading for Hiyoshi Springs.
Gather everyone at the inn and stay out of sight. We will deal with them.
Yes, my lords.
Good sight lines over here. The Mongols won't be able to flank us. We don't have much time. What can we use to our advantage? Not many options.
We'll exploit the ones we have. Those barrels could do some damage. Dry grass. Lure the Mongols in.
We'll make sure you have flaming arrows.
Hornets' nests.
Excellent distraction. Take these flaming arrows, and try not to burn yourself or me.
Then don't get in my way, Sensei.
Get ready. The Mongols will be here soon.
They're getting closer.
Good. Let's demonstrate the way of the bow for them. They're coming downhill. Take them.
One arrow, one death, Sensei.
Coming downhill. Take them.
One arrow, one death, Sensei.
Coming down the main road.
I've got them. No sign of Tomoe.
She'll come.
More on the way.
Help them cross the Sansu River.
More on the way.
Help them cross the Sansu River. on the way. Help them cross the Sansu River.
For now.
There she is.
That's Tomoe?
There she blows.
Banner.
We can catch her.
She'll be long gone by the time we get there.
She's a coward.
No. She's mocking me. She knows the last student I trained before her was Hironori Nagao.
You said he wasn't your student. Which is it?
I was young, prideful, callous. Hironori learned from my example. He led a rebellion to seize the clan, and lost, but only after butchering Lord Nagao's best men.
Hironori didn't die fighting bandits.
That was a story to protect Nagao's legacy. There was no saving mine. As his teacher, I could never be trusted again. I was granted the mercy to resign my position. I convinced myself the way of the bow had to survive. But the truth is, I am a coward who should have ended it long ago.
You told Tomoe all of this.
I wanted her to understand what it meant for me to teach again. But like everything else, she turned it against me.
You'll never redeem Hironori Nagao. And you won't change Tomoe. But today, you saved the people of Hiyoshi Springs.
With my new student.
I'll need you at Castle Kaneda.
My bow is yours. But Tomoe isn't done yet. We must keep hunting her.
We will, Sensei.
Rogan underestimates his reach and his power to influence and impact the culture. I'm somebody who Joe Rogan has had jokes that I didn't find funny, and I try not to be offended by comedy. Yeah. But he just had some jokes back in the days and some things that he said on his podcast, and as Joe Rogan has said in his comedy, you know, he's done so many podcasts, so many episodes of Joe Rogan show. Oh yeah. You know, you're smoking weed, you're drinking, talking shit with your friends. There's no filter. Yep. Right. And so sometimes I don't know. It's like, okay, is this a joke or is this how you really feel? And that stuff becomes funny for me. So I didn't want to be, and I never met Joe Rogan. Yeah. And I didn't want to be like the woke guy in the room. Sure. When Dave Chappelle's trying to hang out with his friends. Sure. So when they first started to do the Austin thing, I didn't go. Because I was like, let me let that thing be a Dave Joe thing. Right. Instead of it being like the Talib Kweli energy here. Sure. And I know that a lot of my fans don't fuck with Joe Rogan. A lot of Joe Rogan fans don't fuck with me. I know this because they tell me. They come to Instagram, and when I used to be on Twitter, they come and tell me like, I love Joe Rogan and I hate you. Like, a lot really? Like because of my politics, how outspoken I am. Yeah. There's things I say that pockets of his fan base disagree with. Sure. And so I didn't put any of this on Dave. Right. And Dave was like, why are you not in Austin? I'm doing all these. We come to Austin. We got this podcast we're doing together. We got to work. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to Austin. So I find myself in rooms with Joe Rogan. I'm performing Get By, and I get on stage. He's like, oh my God, dude, that was fucking amazing. You're amazing. You know, and then we go to party and we're drinking and smoking together, and he's being so nice and so gracious. And we're at the party. He's a teddy bear, dude. Yeah, he was, and I'm like, and I had to tell him, and I'm like, listen, there's some things you said that just didn't sit right with me, but you're being so gracious to me, and I want to tell you that you know, I appreciate it. And he's like, well, what did I say? You know, and I scratched the surface. I didn't go beneath the surface. I just said some things, and we got into a conversation about it. And one thing he said to me. And I say this as someone who still doesn't agree with some things that he says on stage or in his podcast. Right. But one thing that he said to me was, artists have to be willing to have the dialogue, no matter what everybody else does. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, because was looking at Joe Rogan, the famous podcaster. I had forgotten, because that version had became so big, I'd forgotten that, well, he's just an artist. Like, you're an artist that started your career with people like Dave Chappelle, which is why you have this relationship.
Right.
You know, and people are gonna have friendships with people. Like, we had Michael Rappaport on the show. Him and Jasmine got into an argument.
Did we?
Michael has gone on to say wild shit after that.
Michael?
Like, you know, and I understand Dave's friendship with Joe Rogan, and like me being friends with like Kanye, and people being like, fuck Kanye.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, but you could say that. I understand why you're saying that, but I'm not gonna say that.
But like, that's my friend.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. And so that's how I look at Dave and Joe's thing. But I say all that to say, it's interesting to me, the overlaps between my audience and Joe's audience, who a large part of this audience hate each other.
Right.
But you fall in the middle of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So does Dave.
Yeah.
And then that's interesting to me how that happens.
Yeah, I think, you know, most of his fans, Joe's, that like me, they just like me as a comedian, you know? So they're like, this guy, because Joe, I mean, like Joe, like Dave, but like you have friends from all walks of life that do all types of things, right? So I don't think I get thrown into like Joe's opinions on something.
Right.
You know, like from a fan base, they're not like, if Tom is friends with Joe, Tom signs off on all of his opinions or his politics or whatever. Like, you know, Joe weighs in on all these things. They just see like we're two comedy buddies,
right?
The same way that Joe and Dave really are. People are just like, these are just two guys that do stand up and hang out.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time.
One thing that like I've noticed in the last few years is that, you know, Joe has become so popular, so influential, that like sometimes I've told him, I go, you know, like I opened Twitter today and you're trending for something you said.
Right.
But it's something that you've been saying for years, that, and that like, not like a crazy opinion on something, but like you're so influential now that you just sharing a thought on something is making the news, which is like, it's kind of like a wow level. You know, we were talking about leaving the stratosphere today. It's like
he's in outer space.
You're in outer space now. Like you just said that, you know, I don't know, like just you think that people shouldn't be doing, and then all of a sudden that's news. I just remember you saying that for like 10 years, and it not really affected me. And I think also the thing is like, maybe you think the same with Kanye and people being like pushing back, is that I go, yeah, it's my friend that I've known for like 15 years, that to me the foundation of my friendship is being comics and doing the road together and staying up late and having a drink and, you know, joking and eating. Like, that's my friendship.
Yeah.
I can't weigh in on everything the guy has an opinion on or says. Like, I get that it bothers some people.
Right.
And you know.
And I have to, when I think about how you're presenting it, well, I'm positive that my friends don't agree with everything I say or do, or how I present, or, you know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's a strange metric, though, right? Like, with friendship, with politics, especially when people apply that metric to politicians and famous people. It's like, I have to agree with everything you say to have an iota of respect for you?
Which is absurd.
Yeah.
And, like, how uninteresting is it to agree with somebody on everything? You know what I mean? Like, we're new friends, and, like, I'm sure we don't agree on everything, but that doesn't mean I don't want to, like, be friends with you.
Right.
You know, like, I'm sure I could learn from some of it. I'm sure I could just be like, no, I think you're wrong. And, like, I should be able to do that and still be friends with you.
All